What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Shooting a Shave. Today's shaving soap is going to be Barrister and Mann's First Snow. We did have our first snow of the season. Wasn't much, it was just a little bit of a dusting, but I try to save this soap for that occasion. This is my favorite Barrister and Mann scent, and the scent is fur and leather. The most domineering note in this is definitely the fur. And you can get little bits of hint of the leather, but it's basically very fur dominant. Awesome scent. I love the smell of fur. And great for this time of the year too, with Christmas and everything on the way. Kids are really excited that we're only a couple weeks out from the big day, Christmas. Really nice scent. Scent strength on a 1 to 10 scale, I'd put it a 5, mid-range. I'm not sure if they're making this scent anymore. I'll have to check Barrister and Mann's website if this is a seasonal soap or if this is just something that they were made once and were done with. I hope they make this at least seasonal. This is just such a great scent. Unlike most Barrister and Mann soaps, this is pretty thirsty. I do not believe that this is the reserve base or the glissant. I did buy this soap a few years back, and to be honest with you, I don't remember what base it is. Whatever the base that they were using a few years back, I guess. Very nice. Very nice shaving soap though. I love Barrister and Mann. One of my favorite artisans. Nice looking lather. So does anybody have their Christmas shopping done? Or have you even started yet? We are done. My wife and I Christmas shop pretty much all year long so that when December comes along, we can just enjoy the holiday season without having to worry about get everybody gifts. We try to budget out Christmas all year long so that in the last part of the year we're not spending a boat ton or a lot of money. Alright, that looks good. Just smooth out the lather here. Nice looking lather. That looks good. Razor I'm going to be using tonight is a razor I have not used in a really long time. I'm going to be using the Merkur Progress on setting 2, and I got a fresh Gillette blade in there. Which one is it? The Nacet. Now for head shaving, my absolute favorite razor to use is this guy right here, the Schick Injector. This is my most favorite head shaving razor. As of right now, I gotta try every razor in my den. I got a lot of DEs and a lot of SEs to try. I did try the Razor Rock Hawk, the version 2, and maybe I added a little too much pressure, but I did not have a good shave with it. I'm not saying the razor's bad. Could have been me, could have been user error. But yeah, real rough shave. Had shaved with it the other day, had a little bit of irritation. I have used the Rockwell 6C. That used to be my go-to razor until I was gifted the Schick Injector. And this is my first time using the Merkur Progress. And so far, it feels pretty good. Whether it could be a daily driver, I'd have to test that out for a week and see how it performs. But so far, pretty good. No issues. The amount of growth that I have on the dome is about a day or two. Maybe a day and a half. I find head shaving to be a little more difficult than face shaving. Maintaining the angle, or the proper angle on these razors, is something you have to master. And I'm still learning how to master it. It's easy to shave the front of your head that way, but it's really, really hard to see what I'm doing behind the head here when it comes to keeping the correct angle. Alright, that feels good. Let me go ahead and rinse off real quick. Yeah, not a bad first pass. Trying something a little different too. Usually when I shave my head, I just do one against the grain pass all over, and then I do touch up. But since this is a new razor, one that I haven't used before on the dome, I did it with the grain pass just to test out the aggressiveness of the razor, see if it hurt or if it felt comfortable. And it felt pretty good. Lather looks a little dry. Let me just add a little water to it. Yeah, it looks a little better. Feels a little better too. All right, here we go for pass number 2. One thing I like about this razor for head shaves is it has this little chamber in here to collect all the lather, and it's really easy to rinse the hair out of there. This razor doesn't clog. The only thing I find wrong with it is the handle is a little slippery to use, but that's not the end of the world. It's not too slippery. Just a little slippery. Yeah, so far so good, man. This razor doesn't feel bad. I could definitely use this razor, I feel like maybe every other day for a head shave. Nothing feels like it's getting irritated or anything like that. Doesn't feel like I'm shaving too close. You know that feeling you get when you're getting too close, that burn? Nothing like that at all. All right. Alright, let me rinse it off and see how I did. Not bad. A couple of spots I just need to touch up real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and get the soap out of the brush here. Just rub it into those spots. You can hear it right there. Got that spot right there. Got a spot here. One up there in the front. Been finding with some of the other razors that it's hard to get in these like little crevices and divots that are in my head, or in my head, on my head. So far, so good. A little spot back here. All right, one little spot there that I missed. And that spot, one right here behind the ear. And that feels pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and get cleaned up and rinsed off. Very nice head shave today. I do not have the matching aftershave splash, and I don't have anything that smells like fir needle. So I'm gonna go with an old classic here. I'm gonna go with some English leather. This was actually just gifted to me by my father-in-law. He had it in his medicine cabinet for what he says is 40 years. Still smells pretty good. And a very nice scent. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to complete this shave. Hope you guys all have a wonderful week. Take care. See you again soon for another shave.